In Mississippi, if a person is injured on the job, there's only one type of claim they can go after, and that's workers' comp. It's a separate body of law that was set up so that if you're injured at work, you get benefits fast, but on the flip side, you don't get as many benefits as you can get in a civil case. You cannot sue your employer. You can only go after the workers' comp. So it's there with the intent of providing relief to workers and hopefully getting them treatment very fast and getting them back to work. In a regular civil case, as opposed to a workers' comp case, it's a long fight. It may take 2 or 3 years to get the case resolved, and during that time frame, the person's not getting any benefits. And before workers' comp, injured workers kind of had to go through the same thing. So it does provide a benefit. However, on the flip side, you're not entitled to astronomical damages for something that happens at work. You're very limited. It's statutory. We know the ins and outs of this, and we can help maximize that claim. We get the question sometimes, what types of workers' comp injuries do we see? What types of injuries are there? And what types of injuries would be considered compensable in a workers' comp scenario? Well, the answer is anything that happens at work. If you're at work and on duty for work and an injury occurs, whether it be a severed finger, a lost eye, or even a death, is covered under workers' comp. In workers' compensation, there's several types of benefits you're able to get. And surprising to most people, pain and suffering or loss of enjoyment of life because you can't do your hobbies anymore are not benefits that you can get. However, the benefits you can get that are helpful are lost wage benefits, referred to as temporary total disability benefits or permanent partial disability benefits. And this is a statutory portion of your wage, which is 2/3 of your average weekly wage. Now think about this situation if it's a high wage earner. There's a cap on this amount. So oftentimes what we see is if someone's working 80 hours a week and making good hourly wage, and they're going to be making far less than 2/3. So it's difficult, but it's better than nothing. And we can maximize that for you. The other type of benefit that you're entitled to receive from workers' comp is payment for anything related to your injury, anything medical related. So doctor's visits, medications, physical therapy, even future projected surgeries and medications can be paid for in workers' comp. In the state of Mississippi, any Mississippian, meaning you live in Mississippi, you're entitled to workers' comp. But this also applies to anybody who doesn't live in Mississippi if the accident happened here. It's possible that Mississippi could be the proper place to file the claim. You should contact your attorney. But interestingly, even illegal aliens who are working here and don't have a visa are actually entitled to workers' comp benefits. So, and we've handled a few of those. So, really anybody who's injured in the state of Mississippi on the job is entitled to workers' comp benefits. It's very important with a Mississippi workers' compensation claim that your employer is immediately notified. And your employer is required to notify the Mississippi Workers' Compensation Commission about that injury and file a form that advises the commission that this injury has happened. Hopefully, your employer will immediately start with the benefits and start paying for medical treatments, whatever is prescribed by the doctor. Oftentimes we see that they try not to do this, or they try to delay, or they try to deny. So the best thing you can do to protect your rights and to preserve your case is to contact an attorney that handles workers' compensation. Because our clients come in, and if we accept their case, their claim is filed within 2 days. In most situations. So that means everybody's put on notice that our clients have us as an attorney, and then their insurance company receives notice that we're representing. And sometimes what we see is that nurse case managers working for the insurance company are sent to go into doctor's visits with our clients, which is a total violation of privacy rights. But our clients usually don't know any better, and they let them. And guess what? That nurse case manager comes in and she tries to influence the doctor. She's hearing all about the personal stuff with this treatment, and it's just wrong. We stop that, and we can stop it instantly. So it's very important that you contact an attorney, in my opinion. Sometimes we see the insurance companies do the right thing, but oftentimes there's a roadblock along the way where you're going to need an attorney anyway, and it doesn't cost you anything to have an attorney. So why not contact us or someone else to help you? Runlet Law Firm has a team in place and streamlined procedures to handle workers' compensation cases in the state of Mississippi. We've been doing this for 20 years. We've got the experience, we've got the knowledge to guide our clients through and help them with anxiety and depression and other issues that we know comes up in these cases. We can help. Client communication is the most important aspect that needs to be had between an attorney and a client. Really in life, communication. Within our team, we always emphasize we've got to over-communicate to each other what's going on, and we do. And we also try to make that spill over to communications with our clients. We strive to always get back with people. We say 12 hours. Within 12 hours is our absolute goal. And we hope, and most of the time it's quicker than that. But there's got to be a response. If somebody has a question or concern, there's no question or concern that we would ever say we're just going to ignore you or we're not going to worry about that. We will always respond. If someone's hurt in the state of Mississippi or if they have a legal issue that we might be able to help them with, it's always probably nerve-wracking for them to call the attorney the first time. We get that. So what we have is just a free strategy session where we can hear your story and what happened in your situation so that we can provide you with some guidance. Whether we take your case or we don't, we'll provide you with guidance. So it's really a low-stress call. First you'll call in and you'll speak to our receptionist, and she will listen to a little bit about what's going on, and then after that she'll transfer you to the appropriate attorney to really get into the nuts and bolts of what's going on so we can help you best.